My name's Duddy, set up builds and stuff. This fusion rifle causes so many ignitions. The Finite maybe with Burning Ambition paired up with Helion. This is an absolute joke. And Rain of Fire. We're going to be featuring these mighty exotic boots as well to get Radiant, which will also increase damage and ignitions. Chained ignitions, it's a thing we haven't seen for a couple of seasons, but you could do it very, very easily with this fusion rifle and some other weapons, so stay tuned, I'll break it down. So, the Finite maybe, aggressive frame, solar, 644 charge time at the moment, a couple of perks on there, a couple of really good rolls. Incandescent is obviously a very good one. You're going to spread Scorch when you defeat a target. Demolitionist, we know what that does, gives you grenade energy and you can reload. Control Burst, this is a good DPS option, but Burning Ambition is the one we'll be focusing on. It's a perk I've covered quite a lot on the channel. Apparently it's bad, but it isn't, guys. You just need to build into it. And it's also got Frame of Reference on there as well, which stores up to 10% damage. Helion is the first sort of source of solar fire we're going to be featuring. We all know what this does, activate your class ability, and you're going to spit out solar mortars or your celestial fire. Both of these things are going to very easily apply Scorch at a distance or close range, hence why I use Celestial Fire. So Burning Ambition, what it does is when you apply Scorch, you're going to be able to apply more Scorch, which causes ignitions just like so. So you can use the actual weapon to apply Scorch, or you can use your Helion or your Celestial Fire to add Scorch and then use your Burning Ambition weapon. Add on Ember of Ashes, you apply more Scorch stacks to targets. This one is a no-brainer. Then we need Ember of Char to make your ignitions spread Scorch to affected targets. And then the last one is Ember of Eruption. This one will give you an increased area of effect on your ignitions. All of these three working together is Carnage. Now, Burning Ambition, I feel very passionate about this perk. A lot of content creators say it's a really bad perk, but it is really not. All you need to do is apply some form of Scorch, like I said, from your Helion, from your Celestial Fire, other options, or from the weapon itself. And then all you need to do is just tap it with this fusion rifle, and things are just going to start popping left, right, and centre. Look at the state of that. So all you'll see in that clip is me tapping a scorched enemy, and it's easy as that. Add in Song of Flame, your super. While Song of Flame is active, you're going to get crazy damage reduction, and all of your solar and kinetic weapons apply Scorch, and you're going to get Radiant on top of that as well. Once you've got this popped, you're already applying Scorch anyway from your super, from solar and kinetic weapons, and things just start going pop even more. So Burning Ambition is an excellent perk. It's just severely underused and not built into correctly. As well as Char, Eruption and Ashes, we're also going to be looking at Ember of Empyrean, Solar Weapon or Ability Final Blows, extend the duration of Restoration and Radiant. So basically, all you need to do is throw your healing grenade down. You're going to be able to extend your healing via Ember of Empyrean and extend the Radiant as well. So you'll see there, I've got my Restore ×2 up. My Radiant will also keep refreshing once I get that. Your Restoration is going to keep refreshing as long as you keep getting kills with solar weapons and abilities. And you can see it's just going to start popping left, right, and centre from all of the ignitions you've seen. And that Restoration is just infinite. As long as you're in a good situation where you've got 2 or 3 enemies, you can keep extending that Restoration infinitely. Restoration ×2 on the Touch of Flame aspect is truly magnificent. It did get nerfed a little bit a few seasons back, but it's still very, very good. And obviously, once your restoration's finished, at most points in the game, you're going to be having your super anyway. Then, once your restoration's sort of ended, pop your super, and you can continue a loop of about 30 to 40 seconds where you're pretty hard to kill, and again, causing all of them ignitions. I'll start showing you some other clips in a moment, but basically, one more little loop of the Burning Ambition. Scorch something any way possible, what you want, like we said, and then just use your Burning Ambition weapon, specifically this fusion rifle, or any energy weapon that's got Burning Ambition. Think of your abilities as an ignition source, and Burning Ambition is that source that is going to ignite that fuel. There's numerous different ways you can build into this. I'm running the Collective Psych set from the Desert Perpetual raid with the Doppler effect. You're going to get increased Radiant, Restoration, Suspend, and Ravel and Sever effects for free. It basically gives you Ember of Solace. And I'm also running Rain of Fire boots because it's a fusion rifle. I'm going to get Radiant on fusion rifle kills, and you can also reload your weapons. But basically, the little loop of play with Rain of Fire is you can get something like Finality's Auger or another linear fusion rifle. Finality's Auger works perfectly. You're just going to pop your turret up there. That's going to keep you a nice constant supply of Radiant and extend your Empyrean as well. And then while your turret's popping off, you're going to be able to put your Helion down, your Celestial, and start firing with your Burning Ambition fusion rifle. Getting that Radiant on top of all the other damage is really, really nice. A free 20% damage increase on the fly. And again, once you get into some harder activities, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. This won't work in patrols and things like that. Easy sort of like content, because the enemies won't ignite. They'll just die from the fusion rifle. So you need something where the enemies are a bit tanky, specifically something with a lot of shields or plus 30 to plus 40. That's where you're going to get the best out of this. Like I said, it's not very good for like -10 and things like that. It just don't work. But the harder activity, the harder their enemies, the easier the ignitions are to proc. And you can see in these few little clips that I've got, this fusion rifle is an absolute monster. Really, really strong. Things just start going pop. 1,000 Voices actually causes ignitions as well. This works really nicely if you don't have Finality's Auger, Rain of Fire, and 1,000 Voices, because it is a fusion rifle. 25% Radiant on top of it. 20% Radiant. It's giving you for free, basically, once you've got your 1,000 Voices going. And another Burning Ambition weapon. It is very, very nice. You're just going to get an absolute crap ton of damage. Finally, I've just got a bit of a sort of showing of how it works at Kepler on Mythic. Again, I've got that restoration down. I want to show you the strength of the restoration in the right circumstances. Very, very strong in Mythic as well. I made very easily to keep that restoration going. Pop your healing grenade, get a couple of kills. Restoration will improve how much you get back on the type of enemy that you kill. So if you're killing mages and things like that, you get more restoration as well. And again, that ignition will just keep feeding that as well. But that's the video. I'll leave a dim link, and let me know what you think of the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.